What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today, that's right, we're doing another quick unboxing video for you guys. This one is interesting, kind of sort of gives me deja vu vibes. I feel like this box has been making its rounds through the Lefty EDC knife pass around. This is probably the third time. I think I got it originally from somebody, then I sent it out. You know, obviously I try to recycle as many boxes as I can if they're in good shape. And it seems like it's somehow made its way back to me, even though I wasn't the original person, and I can tell because of this Halloween tape that it has. So yeah, something a little bit crazy there. This one's coming to me via Work Knife Balance. Check out Work Knife Balance channel if you haven't already. He makes really good knife and EDC content. Of course, check out Lefty EDC as well. He, you know, really appreciate the opportunity to be part of his YouTubers Knife Pass Around group, right? So check out his content as well. We are going to be digging into this guy and doing the honors. We have the Arcform Theory, and this one is a premium folder here, right? Titanium scales, frame lock. We have an M390 blade, all kind of blacked out aesthetics. Been really having fun carrying this one. The unboxing video for that one is gonna be in the channel at the end. I'll leave a card for it at the end of the video, or you can just look it up, Arcform Theory Miguel EDC, and check that video out. This one is a really good one. I'm carrying it for obviously review purposes. The review video for this knife is gonna be coming up here soon. Of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video, guys, is gonna be linked down below in the description and in the pinned comments as well. Right, it does help out the channel if you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. And that being said, we're gonna go ahead and open this thing here. Best course of action, I think, is a nice little cut right here at the top. Let's open cut away from me instead of towards me. That's the safest way to do so. All right, let's do the same here, right? I don't know. I want to put it at an angle here. All right, this one I completely did it backwards because I cut towards me. But yeah, this box just feels like deja vu because, again, I have seen this particular box with this tape before. I don't know why. It's bringing back memories. So we got some peanuts right here, some with a smiley face. Look at that Easter egg right there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get this thing open here. Get the peanuts out of the way. All right, and do we have one knife? Is it one knife? Is it two knives? Is it a bajillion knives? I don't know. Holy smokes. Yeah, this one is quite the mail call, I'll tell you that. There's feels like 3 knives in here. Holy smokes. 3, oh, just kidding. Huh? See? We have a CMB knife here, and we have a Kansept knife. So let's go ahead and start with the Kansept knife first. Let's see what this one is all about. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. We got the Kansept instructions and wiping cloth here as usual, right? And then we have a little peanut in here. Make sure there's no rattling. That's always important. Okay, silica gel in the box. Almost forgot this part completely. This one is the Kansept Loki, right? You probably could have told that. You probably could tell because of the thumbnail and title. This is a Stephen Dunnock. Is that pronounced right? Stephen Dunnock design, right? It is satin CPM S35VN with the plain and blue anodized titanium going on. So definitely a premium folder here. We got the little slip pouch right here with the sort of like the leather embossed Kansept wording right there. And bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. All right, made in China. It is made overseas by Kansept. And man, this is one that I've been looking forward to, you guys, ever since I saw it on Lefty's EDC channel. So let's go ahead and make some room, right? You guys know my camera has focusing issues. So I have a dream, like MLK, I have a dream that one day I'll be YouTube famous and I'll upgrade my camera, I promise you. But what are we working with on this one? Well, there is the anodized section right there with blue, the non-anodized section right there with the exposed titanium. That looks really nice. Like, that is the first time that I see sort of anodized versus non-ano titanium kind of in this style. That looks really good. Feels pretty light, decently light to say the least. Pocket clip here. Not the most deep carry, but it gets the job done, non-reversible. So we have no flipper on this one. And what's interesting on this one is the blade opening, right? So I was really intrigued with this one because I was thinking, well, how in the world do you deploy this thing, right? It looks kind of funky. It looks it looks different. It looks unique, right? So let's see. I'm gonna try the reverse flick. Whoa. Okay, what just happened? Hold on. Let's try that again, right? Wow. To tell you the truth, look at this. It's like magic, right? The way your nail locks in here. Holy crap. That is easier than I thought, right? I would think, you know, it's this cumbersome, complicated process to deploy. Not really. So you could sink your fingernail down here or a little bit higher up. Either way, you're going to go ahead and get that deployment going. Holy crap. Okay, that feels really good and natural, intuitive to do, even though it's not the typical pill shape or whatever blade hole opening you're used to. So that is unique, right? Really dig the fact that they are sort of it's a little innovative, right? They're doing things different so that not all your knives look like the run-of-the-mill knife with the same pill shape opening as everybody else. So that is the Spidey flick. And then let's try that. The actual thumb deployment feels good. Okay, yeah, it sure does. I can sink my thumb and there's just gonna be enough meat on the other side, right? Actual enough meat that sinks into the crack that is gonna make sure that you get it deployed every time. So that is pretty good too, right? Now, the thing to keep in mind here too is just like with any frame lock, just like the one that we used to unbox this knife, you know, you don't want to put unnecessary pressure on the lock bar. So that is the one thing and one thing only. So if you see me fail it, is because I'm probably putting unnecessary pressure on the lock bar somewhere. So finding somewhere where, you know, it's a little bit of a, I want to say, medium knife. So it's a little bit on the smaller, maybe borderline medium knife. So it's a little bit tricky, but definitely works. Let's talk about this blade for a second, right? Check this thing out. So Loki, there's a, Loki, there's a model name there. There is the designer logo printed there as well. And then on the other side, you have your Kansept logo. It does say S35VN and also the model number on there as well. Not sure why they put the model number on the blade also, but that is pretty common with Kansept knives, I've noticed. Very beautiful satin finish going on this one. It does have a flat grind going on. Yeah, that is certainly a flat grind. It's not a full flat grind, but that looks really, really nice. Access to the frame lock here is good. Ooh, that drop shot action is beautiful. Holy smokes. Okay, so it's not too stiff, not too soft. Easy to access that lock bar and push it out of the way. I do see a screw here for a steel lock bar insert that helps with the steel on steel contact, which is better for longevity as compared to a titanium on steel contact. And let's check the ergonomics. So the standard grip, right, or hammer grip is going to be back here. Sort of kind of leaves my pinky somewhere half in, half out, if you will. But that is not how this guy is intended to be carried, in my opinion. Look at that beautiful finger choil right there. That is gorgeous. So, boom, this forward choke position right here, in my opinion, is probably the best way that it was intended for this guy to be carried. First of all, right, you're not going to sink the corner of the edge there as your cutting material. This thing is going to be a slicer, right? It does get pretty thick here with the thickness, blade stock thickness, but it is a flat grind, so it's going to be really, really good. We'll do some scientific paper cutting tests here in just a moment. But yeah, it feels nice and comfortable. That forward choke right there, position, right? I give this thing a good 9.5 out of 10. Pocket clip is nice and comfortable too. It's rounded for one thing, right? And it's also like, I barely feel that pocket clip at all. Right, that's nice. So there's a little bit of a section right here. So if you did sort of this grip, you could rest your thumb right there, like that. Or if you wanted to kind of rest your thumb a little bit more like flat like this, right, there's a nice little section for your thumb there. Also, no jimping. I think that was intentional based on the design here. And boom, you get some work done with this thing. I like, again, the contrast of the anodized versus non-anodized sections of titanium, which is good. This guy does seem to be milled on both sides. And it's not, again, not too heavy, not too light. So let's do some quick size comparisons here, shall we? Take a quick sip of my Cuban coffee shot. And ooh, we're ready to go. All right. Let's do the usuals here, the PM2. All right, obviously it's going to be much bigger. Again, I did mention this guy is a little bit on the medium side of things. So from the small category, but sort of pushing borderline medium, but not quite medium. So even the Para 3 is going to look or be bigger than it. Then the Loki, right? So Loki, a small knife, pun intended. All right, lame dad jokes aside, here's the Demko AD 20.5. Here's the Shark Cub. All right, Shark Cub actually pretty comparable, if you ask me. Right, they're definitely in that vicinity. Same ballpark, the AD 20.5 being a tad bit bigger. Civivi Sentinel Strike right here on top. Right, looks like the Titanic next to the Loki, and here is the Vision FG. Right, both of them are going to be a little bigger. Right, both of these are pretty popular knife models from last year, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. I have a review unboxings on these knives as well. Also very popular is the Vosteed Raccoon and the CJRB Pyrite, right? One is a button lock, one is a crossbar lock, both rock solid and highly recommendable. And as you can see, the Loki still just a tad bit shorter than those two. Check that out. Yeah, but there you have it. Just a quick, quick reference, right? Check it out here next to the Arcform Theory, right? That's going to be a much bigger knife. And here's the Arcform Sabre, right? This is the Arcform Sabre right here. And even the Sabre is a slightly bigger knife. Again, all of these knives are linked down below. So if you want to check availability, details, prices, all of that, you can find those links in the description and also in the pinned comments. That being said, yeah, I mean, the action on this thing is really good. This is definitely on ball bearings. And man, that drop shot action is beautiful. Oof. Yeah, this one is pretty well lined up right there. It doesn't seem to be skewing to either side, but rather smack in the middle. And again, the biggest thing with this one is the fact that, you know, the whole, you know, what do you want to call this? Like banana looking, half circle looking, weird looking opening hole on the blade works. And it works incredibly well, right? At first, again, you're intimidated. You're like, what am I even looking at? I haven't even seen this in any other knife. But then you realize, wow, this works, and it works so good. It is no joke. Holy smokes. Okay, so yeah, pretty nice, cool looking knife to say the least. Let's go ahead and do that scientific paper cutting test, or cutting test period we were talking about earlier. Not that it's going to prove much, but at least it gives you an idea sort of how it goes through material. Right, there's your paper right there, creating some beautiful swirls. Boom. Yeah, this thing is going to slice really great. You're dealing maybe with under 3 inches, right? 3 inches on overall cutting, and those 3 inches definitely gonna be able to use, right, all of it. So that is nice. So yeah, it definitely will slice paper very well, so I have to make sure that initial cut goes well, that it bites in the material. What about some cardboard? Well, we got some everyday cardboard going on here. Diaper box cardboard, single wall. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at like an angle. And since we can forward choke on this one, it should be no issue. Boom, check that out. And again, I'm gonna try to do it on slow motion, just so you can see how it goes through the material. Right, but yeah, certainly gonna be a slicer, right? That flat grind, gonna put in work, no doubt about that whatsoever. And keep in mind, that's not even a brand new sharp edge out of the box. This one has already seen quite its fair share of action already, right? It is a knife that has been passed around via the Lefty EDC knife pass around, so it is still holding a pretty good edge if you ask me. You guys rate it in the comments. Let me know on a scale from 1 through 10, how sharp is this guy? Let me know in the comments. But there you have it, guys. That is the Kansept Loki, right? Very great first impression on this one, to say the least. Love the premium titanium and S35 VN combination. Love the ano and non-ano sort of contrast going back and forth on this one. Do believe there are some milled patterns on this one as well. Some black coated versions of this knife also are available. Again, I'm not exactly sure on the price on this one, but it is linked down below just like any other knife. So if you're considering buying this knife or any other knife, right, and you want to go ahead and pick yourself up one of these, again, if you use those links in the description or pinned comments, it does help out the channel. Add $0 extra, but that is entirely up to you. It will definitely be greatly appreciated. You guys know the drill by now. I'm going to carry this knife for some time, try to gather as much feedback as possible, then come back to you guys dropping a comprehensive review video where I share with you all the insights, everything I've gathered about the knife, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else in between. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not already. this will be a great time to do so. I promise you'll be worth coming back for more. Smash this the like button if you haven't already. It really helps the video with the algorithm reach a larger audience. Also helps the channel grow as well. Can't believe we're almost 5,000 subscribers strong, so we're very close. It really means a lot if you subscribe as well and help kind of reach that goal. If you want to support the channel a step further, there is a link for Patreon down below, or you can simply support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. But that's been it for me, guys. Check out the unboxing of the Arcform Theory, right? Check this one out. That's the one that we used to unbox this knife. Beautiful, beautiful, great action as well, so definitely check that one also. A lot of similarities with the Loki, except in a larger form. Premium materials, frame lock. Check it out. I'll put a video for it right here. If you made it to the end, you guys are the real MVPs. Really appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.